Chances are you're not going to like this take. Oh my goodness. So many of you guys have asked me, Plaid, Lucas, you gotta do a video on Acho. You have to do a video on Angel Reese and what's going on. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to, okay? I tried to stay away from it because once I, looked into what happened, what she said, his response to what she said, it's meaningless in the big picture. And what I mean by meaningless, I mean that in all essence, it's not a bug, it's a feature. Okay, that's what I mean. I mean that things are going as planned, as they've been ordained, as they've been structured, as a system has put into place. Because you have to think about what's his name, Emmanuel Acho, and Acho is not Black American. He has no ties here. He has no roots here. He has no understanding of the history here. And he's not supposed to. So when I hear Acho give these outlandish, egregious takes, yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. Because what you have to understand is that Acho and a white man and an Asian man and a Hispanic man, they are all the same. They all are the same thing. Okay, they don't care about any Black history. They don't care about racism, systemic racism. They don't care about reparations. That is not what they are here for. Acho is the same thing as a litany of other immigrants. They came here to make a profit. They fled their country to come here and turn a profit by any means necessary. Now, luckily for Acho, as Paul Mooney would say, has the complexion for the protection of the collection, okay? And what I mean by that in this context is that Acho is Black. He has melanated skin. That then gives him access to certain areas, certain topics that he would usually not have access to. But due to the color of his skin, he now becomes a weapon that can be utilized for, further to subjugate, further to oppress Black Americans in this country due to the color of his skin. Because they understand, those that have hired Achos and people like Achos, the Kundis Owens of the world, the Coleman Hughes, those individuals, what they have done is that they have exploited their skin color to promote anti-Black racism, to promote their bigoted views. That's what they have done. So many cases when you have an Acho doesn't care, right? He doesn't care and he's not supposed to care. It makes him easier to maintain and control because what does he care about Black Americans? It'd be tantamount of you as a Black American, you being shipped off to Nigeria or going to Nigeria and you being paid by the Chinese to talk trash about Nigerians. Do you care about the Nigerians? Do you have any roots to Nigeria? Do you have any friends or family in Nigeria? Do you know anything about the history of Nigeria? No. You're like, yo, these mofos is paying me, a handsome amount of money to just, say some stuff about Nigerians. Okay, bet. That's what you have to understand. That is what Acho is doing here. I came across Reese's interview, and what she is essentially saying is that she's human.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and
She's been placed in this position of being the big bad wolf. And you have to understand, because what Acho says is completely ignorant. He's talking about, well, you can't cry wolf, can't cry about being a victim and want sympathy as a hero when you a villain.
Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain and now try to ask for individuals to give you sympathy. No one has sympathy for the villain.
But what he fails to understand, and it's not that he fails to understand, because one thing you have to understand is that many of these Sambos, many of these immigrants, they're not as dumb as what they lead you on to believe. He understands what he's saying is ignorant. He understands that. He understands what he's saying is clearly anti-black. The moment in time you try to preface your statement by saying, well, I'm going to leave gender out of this, I'm going to leave history out of this, I'm going to leave race out of this.
I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take.
What? So it's like, bro, then what value is your opinion then? If you're going to completely forego all context and historical context to give your opinion, then your opinion is weightless, right? It's baseless. It means nothing. It's just air. You're using air to waste people's time. That's all Acho is. When you have him saying, oh, she's trying to be a villain and everything, you have to understand, well, who made her a villain, right? Who are the same group of people who are complaining about her doing this when the little white girl, Clayton Clark, did that to her? What did they do? What is, as I said time and time again, respectability politics? Well, not like that. What did they do with the black girl, right, who was defending herself from the white girl who attacked? Well, she not like that. They will always find a way to criticize and malign you. That is just what the lineage of evil is here to do. They are here to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what you have to understand. Of course, it doesn't matter if she had won the game. If she had won the game, they would have criticized Reese. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that, hey, you're not supposed to be here. It's the fact that, hey, you are no longer able to be exploited for manual labor. That's the issue that they have. That's the issue. That's the root problem, is a point of inferiority, and the fact that they every time they see a black face, it reminds them of, hey, this person used to work for me for free. They did not and do not, even to this day, want us here. So that coming from that understanding, coming from that historical context, you can see why it's so easy to attack Angel Reese. You can see why. And you can see why Acho has the position that he has. It just, like I said, it makes sense. Of course he's going to say that. What is he, an immigrant? Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Right. Duh. Of course he's going to say that. So she's constantly talking about, how she's been, sexualized. And you have these dudes who are talking about, you put up these videos, you put up those videos. What she was referring to my understanding, was the AI images going out. There is night and day from you putting out content and someone putting your content out that has been fraudulent, right? Someone creating content about you. Those are two different things, bruh. Two very different things. When it comes to the villain role, when it comes to a litany of the things that she was complaining about, she was just saying, listen, I may embrace the role, but at the end of the day, I'm still human, right? When it comes to the racially charged attacks that I'm dealing with, when it comes to the death rates, I know I may put on this role like I can take it, but at the end of the day, I'm still human. I'm still fragile. Like, I can still be hurt. And I think, when you have someone like Acho, it's going over their head. It's going over their head. Some of the things aren't going over the head, but many of them are. And then he gives this little lame duck, it's not even an apology. That's the crazy part. I would call it an apology, but it's not. It's like a liberal apology. Because all he's saying is that, oh, I understand. I want to appreciate those of you who reached out to me respectfully. I really want to say, you know what? You really gave me some knowledge. You really gave me some discernment.
I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who has respectfully reprimanded me and offered brilliant opinions on the Angel Reese conversation.
Bro, I don't want to hear this, bro. I don't know about you, but I don't want to hear this. Because how many times has this Negro been saying the same thing? Listen, if she cheats on you one time, then cheats on you again, then cheats on you a third time, a fourth time, fifth time, and you still accepting the apology? I don't understand. If he hit you one time and then hit you a second time, a third time, fourth time, fifth time, you still accepted his apology? Like, I don't get it. This is clearly who they are. When someone tells you and shows you who they are, believe them. Acho has shown y'all who he is. Okay? Believe him. He didn't apologize for anything. He hides under the guise of opinion. This is something that the lineage of evil, this is something that they have promoted. This is how they, this is how they escape any type of responsibility, any type of accountability for their actions or words. Is just my opinion. Because what they do, they will say some egregious, outlandish, repulsive ignorant opinions that has been obviously is going to irritate or antagonize anyone with an IQ above room temperature. But when you call them out, they will attack you by saying, well, that's not very respectful. Okay, I gave you an opinion respectfully. It's my opinion. And it reminds me, it honestly reminds me of the meme where it's like you have the Klansmen and the civil rights, like, hey, we want civil rights. And other people are like, well, we want, the death of black people. And the other person's like, hey, can we compromise? That's the hustle. That's what you have to understand. That is the hustle. That they're trying to say these outlandish things to agitate you, to undermine your argument. That is what they are attempting to do. We say, hey, it's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. Just because I believe blacks are inferior and they shouldn't be on this planet. Oh, whoa, it's just an opinion. What about my freedom of speech? What about my freedom of speech? And that's what they try to do. They try to be slick with it, but it's like, you're not slick, right? You may be intelligent to the PWTs of, the white ignorant community, but for the rest of us, we're like, no, you're just wicked. You're just being wicked. You're trying to, to shove anti-black sentiments under the umbrella of free speech, under the belief that, oh, it's an opinion, therefore I should be allowed to say it, or therefore I can't be wrong because it's my opinion. You have your opinion, I have my opinion, bro. It's just my opinion. And it's like, yo, if your opinion is meritless, then no, it's not an opinion. It's either information or lies. That's all that is. If you can say something, that doesn't make it true or doesn't make it have any value. This whole just ideology of putting so much weight, so much value behind someone's opinion, or thinking that just because you can formulate an opinion that, oh, wow, it's just an opinion, why are you being so triggered by their opinion? It's like, this is foolishness, bro. This is prattle. We're dealing with drivel. This is just rhetorical tactics in order to obfuscate the actual anti-black racism that is present. I don't know. Maybe it works for, the PWTs and the Sambos and the immigrants of the world. But for the rest of us, it's just like, bro, just say what you feeling, bro. just say what you're feeling. But allow me that same opportunity. So when you say some Sambo stuff, when you say some coon talk and I say that's coon talk, don't be upset because I call it coon talk, right? It's my opinion, right? I'm not making it racial. I'm just making an observation. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, it's his opinion, okay? All right? It's just an opinion, okay? It's a beautiful country. We have freedom of speech. People have the right to give their opinion. Or if you don't believe, I'm so sick and tired of people trying to mask their hatred behind it's just an opinion or it's just a joke. It's just prattle. That's all it is. It's drivel. It's child's play. There's no actual intellectual sincerity when someone comes at you from that angle. Well, it's just my opinion, bro. Why are you getting upset? It's just my opinion. We're all entitled to have opinion. All right? It's the same thing they do with Candace Owens and everything. Oh, why are you upset for her being a free thinker? And we saw that they know what that means. We see it when it comes to Ben Shapiro. All of a sudden, that opinion, oh, you mean it's anti-Semitic. That's interesting. That's what we've been saying about the people that you put in these positions to say these anti-black things. But when it comes to anti-blackness, that's freedom of speech. When it comes to these groups, then it's, it's anti-Semitism. There, it's, hey, free thinker, freedom of speech, just an opinion. Here, it's hate speech and anti-Semitic. Go figure. If you happen to disagree with this video, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days. We're typically held Friday through Sunday. There's a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you all think about Acho. Let me know what you all think about Reese. And subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. Say, you know what? You really gave me some knowledge. You really gave me some discernment. You really...